previously on Get Out Alive.
Everybody harnesses on.
The teams traversed a harrowing mountain ridge.
I promised some steep terrain.
And Louis confronted her biggest fear.
They don't do so well with the heights.
Don't look down.
The unforgiving terrain tested Donna's morale.
I'm not here to baby you. I'm sorry, I feel so bad.
And took a toll on Wilson.
You really need a breather.
Okay.
As the journey intensified, Esmeralda was on the verge of quitting.
Huh? Baby, you're fine.
And with barely anything to eat but earthworms, Alicia battled exhaustion.
The lack of food is getting to me.
At the survival test, Ryan and Madeline were victorious, earning them time to recharge in the feast pit.
We are fueled up and ready to go.
Then at elimination, Alicia came clean.
Who didn't eat the worms? You need the energy.
But she wasn't the only one in trouble.
Robin and Wilson, again, struggling. Esmeralda, you're quiet. Esmeralda,
I was like in a daze until he said my name.
all I'm seeing from you is that vacant 1,000-yard stare. Dominic and Esmeralda, you guys wouldn't get out alive.
And coming up, an icy swim to shore may take one team out of the game.
Okay, for me, this is now a safety issue.
Never leave two people behind. And the teams must find a way through dense brush, then navigate their way down 3 steep, fast-flying waterfalls with potentially disastrous results.
Jeff is hurt.
And at elimination,
Every single one of you got complacent, and it almost cost a man his life. You wouldn't get out alive. Okay, grab your gear, gather round.
I like it so numb. You know, I had fractured my knees in the accident just 5 months ago. And I'd only been walking for 2 months before I came out here, so I'm extremely determined to prove to myself what I'm capable of doing, because I don't really know.
It's a totally new arena we're going to. If your partner's struggling, help them find that spirit, that resilience, all right? Because you're all gonna need it on this journey. Let's go and draw knives to choose tasks. Let's go.
I didn't sleep. I'm hungry. I'm probably less strong and less energetic. And I'm just learning that in order to stay in the game, I have to eat whatever's put in my face.
Okay, line up here.
We're hoping today that we can pull our own weight, and we're going to get out there and kick ass today.
This journey is going to be a wild one. It's going to be cold, it's going to be wet, it's going to be gnarly.
so make sure you waterproof your gear.
You guys can do this.
Okay, obstacle. For this one, you've got dense brush, cold canyons. If you're on the obstacle team, you got to get everyone else through safely. Don't become a liability yourself. Okay, food. Now I found a perfect source of protein for this journey. You're gonna love it. Look out for the machete. It marks the spot where you'll find your food source. Shelter, you're in the tree line on the shore. It means tarps and hammocks. Take your time. Make sure you set your camp up properly. Okay, fire. You're down on the shoreline. There's dry tinder everywhere if you know where to look. If you fail to make fire, you're gonna have a whole host of cold, wet comrades.
Draw knives, see what tasks you're going to be in charge of. Carl and Royce, up first.
Okay, food.
When Bear said machete, we thought
bananas. We would die for a banana right now.
I would die. And then Chris and Jeff drew the food knife as well, so I was completely confident that we could get the whole team fed.
Lucky and Louie?
Okay, shelter.
We drew shelter again, and Jim and Austin were in the shelter team with us.
They think they know a lot about the outdoors. I think Jim and Austin were probably Boy Scouts and Boy Scout leader.
Yeah, they said they were.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man and Ryan, knife for weights. Okay, obstacle.
We wanted to draw the obstacle knife, and then we drew the obstacle knife, so yay! But we are on the team with Robin and Wilson.
We figured they might be a little slow, and if your team doesn't succeed, you don't succeed.
Camden and Donna.
We drew the fire knife again for the third time, and Spencer and Alicia were on our fire team with us.
Alicia's a little more quiet this week. She's just a little bit of nothing.
She's a little bit of nothing. And
tiny.
Yeah, and she's kind of wasting away just a little bit, and I think that worries us.
Okay, who's got the money?
I do.
All right, tasks are set. Journey awaits. Let's get going.
When we got on that jet boat and Bear was driving, it kind of felt like a vacation, that we were transported out of this wilderness survival thing and just having fun on the lake.
Okay, team, this is as far as the boat's gonna go.
Then it hit us, this isn't some leisurely vacation.
You never know when you might be stranded.
Sometimes you just gotta embrace the fact that you're gonna be wet.
I was going like, can't you get in a little closer to shore?
I hope the rest of your kit's well waterproofed. Gear that's waterproofed gives you good flotation.
The obstacle team have got to get everyone safely to shore. Then they've got to navigate through dense brush, leading them to a series of waterfalls. Once they reach them, the obstacle team is then in charge of getting everyone down the 3 waterfalls safely.
It's your first waypoint, up to the beach, into the dense scrub. Let's get going. Over to the obstacle team.
Wow. The first thing we're having to do is jump out in this water. We've got to get 16 people to shore. We were on an obstacle team with Robin and Wilson, and we didn't really have a plan. More or less, we were just in a hurry to get where we were going.
Come on, guys!
The obstacle team did not do a good job because there was no direction, no planning.
Oh, keep moving.
It's colder than you think it was going to be, and then you're far enough away, you're thinking, I hope we all do this.
I was watching Wilson, and he was trying to ride his bag. I jumped on my bag and was kicking and was going nowhere.
Halfway there, guys. Where's Wilson?
Wilson and I could not get it moving.
Robert, come on. You're getting swept out. You're way back from the group, and you're going in the wrong direction, and both of you are struggling.
I'm just not moving. It's not going anywhere. The current was moving me the opposite way, so I started floating out to sea.
I'm going the wrong way. Guys, Robin and Wilson, please help me, please.
Okay, for me, this is now a safety issue. I'm not confident in this swimming.
Coming up.
Why am I doing your job?
And later.
That looks like grubwood.
Wilson and Robin are way back there.
Let me get over you.
Please help me, please.
This is now a safety issue. I'm not confident in this swimming. Okay,
It's okay.
Control your breathing.
slow it all down, all right?
Yep.
Your job is just to stay on the surface. I'm gonna swim you in.
Okay.
Why am I doing your job?
I can't believe this. This was our opportunity to really shine, and
Yeah.
you know, it was an epic failure.
As far as I'm concerned, guys, if I hadn't gotten that water, and I don't like getting in cold water unless I have to, you'd have 2 casualties. That was a life-threatening situation. Every single one of you failed, especially Ryan and Madeline, because you're on the obstacle team. It's not a good way to start. Unless everybody changes that mentality, there's gonna be a whole load of people going home at the end of this. Never leave 2 people behind.
Oh my God, Bear was super frustrated with us. The fact that we almost had 2 people drown.
That was definitely a mistake.
Yeah.
All right, we got 272 meters to our first point, and Ryan's gonna lead us.
Wilson.
Yep.
You good?
Yep. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
I love you.
Love you too.
Okay.
All right, guys, just make sure you stay close and keep up.
Well, that is thick brush.
The bushwhacking was tough going, I have to admit it, but I was fighting and struggling as best I could.
Gotta pick up your feet. It's tough. You're soaking wet. It's really hard terrain.
It's a pretty steep climb right there, and you're walking through nothing but a Brillo pad.
Got it. Look, doing great. Good job. Keep going.
Whoa!
You good, Donna? Watch that stump. Watch your step. There's no solid ground.
Oh my God. This one ain't no joke. Watch your steps right here. Wilson, Robin, y'all good?
We're good.
Right here. It was important to me to be very vocal with the group and get them through the brush. You know, I just felt like I needed to step up and be a leader at that point and make up for our failure at the beginning of the journey.
We're good at the rear, Ryan.
All right, good deal, man.
Waterfall 1.
That is really cool.
We've got 3 waterfalls. 3 of us have got to be at each waterfall before other people jump. We're gonna jump and then tell the group where to jump. Copy that. You ready to get wet?
Each member of the obstacle team, Wilson and myself, Ryan and Madeline, each took a waterfall to help each team member down.
Throw your back first. Okay. All right, just jump right in the center. Jump out, baby. Here we go. Yay!
Madeline took the first waterfall.
Jump right in the center.
I was at waterfall 2.
Slide your back down.
Ryan was next.
Slide all the way down into the white water.
And Wilson was at the bottom.
Put your backpack on and follow them down.
Are you getting ready to get cold?
Keep the rope tight, both hands on the rope. Slide right down that groove and right into the white water.
Get it, girl!
You wanna know how cold it is? Go home, fill up your bathtub, dump 3 bags of ice cubes in it, and then fully submerge in it. It was awful.
These guys still aren't getting it. Like a nice jolly camping trip. The wild is unforgiving like this, especially canyons like this where it's all slippery. Kind of inevitable that somebody at some point is going to get hurt.
Here comes the money! Come on, money!
And slide down this groove right here and just fall into the white water. Keep the rope tight.
Yeah. Keep that rope tight.
Keep the rope tight. Both hands on the rope. Do I slide or jump?
I asked Ryan where to jump. I just felt like he wasn't focused and kept asking for clarity, but I felt so rushed.
Right side or jump? No, this side, in the white water. No, right where the waterfall is, Climb.
Yeah, Jeff is hurt. I can tell.
Coming up.
It was too much for me, I guess.
And later.
Consider this a fight for your survival.
Dig! Food. It seemed a lot like the Titanic.
Right side or jump? No, this side, in the white water. Hold on, right where the waterfall is.
Damn it!
Jeff is hurt. I can tell.
Here we go.
It was really painful. I mean, it was miserable.
Did you hurt yourself or just cold? Oh.
It's probably his knee from his accident all those months ago.
Part of this was testing myself, and I still wanted to be able to continue with the rest of the journey as well, and I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to.
Just let me take your pack until you walk a little bit, and then we can see where you're at. Just let me take your pack. I was definitely concerned when Jeff hurt his knee because I felt like the obstacle team failed again.
Look up!
I heard a voice up above us. Look up, and Bear's over there watching everything.
Okay, guys, you look after him, all right?
Get down out of this canyon and get moving. You're starting to lose the daylight.
After we got done with the obstacle, it's our turn to take over food task with Kyle and Royce. All right, Royce and Kyle are leading. Is everyone ready?
The food team must guide everyone out of the canyon, down the beach, and into the woods in order to find the machete which marks a food source.
Everyone's soaking wet. Everyone's stuff is wet. Everyone was so hungry.
From where we are now, we got an hour of light.
Let's hope they can keep up the pace, but they're all looking a lot more tired now because they're cold, wet, and their bodies are expending twice the amount of energy as normal, which is why they look like a marauding party of drowned rats.
This is hardcore.
Yeah, it is.
I just want to be in my bed right now.
We're losing daylight. Yeah, guys.
Jeff's really digging deep. What a dark horse in all of this, I think.
Do you see the machete?
It's right there in the log.
Oh, okay.
That looks like grub wood.
Since we're on food, let me do it. You got your knife?
Yeah.
Mind over matter, y'all.
All right.
Oh!
Supper. Oh yeah.
It's actually not that bad. There you go.
Candid.
Where's the wire?
Good girl.
What? Cheers.
Let's go. Just do it.
Bear was on my case from the start about eating, but when you see those squirmy, yellowy, beigey, you know it's not going to be a fun moment in your life.
Just go. It doesn't taste it.
I want the energy, but man, the grub worms, ate 3 of them, and they were awful. Man, these challenges are getting worse and worse, I'll tell you that much.
Everyone was working on a log except for guess who? Spencer and Alicia, who are standing there watching with their faces.
How you guys doing up there? Finding some grubs?
We have some extra logs that if we worked through it together, it'd be quicker, no?
Ryan, you'd make a really great caveman.
We're gonna have grub casserole for a week. Yeah. Take all these.
All right, guys, I think we should get going. We still got to put up shelters.
Yeah, the sun's
Campsite
going down soon and we're freezing in wet clothes.
How close are we to shelter? Do we know?
Can't you turn how far?
There's a lot of pressure as shelter team because you are the very last stop. If the team doesn't move fast enough to get there in daylight, you're the one that's in trouble. It's like 600 meters.
I got it.
All right, head on.
Shelter team's in charge of getting the group back down to the beach, along the shoreline, and into the forest, where they'll set up camp for the night.
Just keep moving. If it points that way, go that way.
Yay! I did the GPS! Yahoo!
Happy days, happy days. We
Still like a gaggle of schoolgirls.
All right, shelter crew.
Shelter crew.
Here.
Start slinging hammocks. Now all we need to do is find some trees.
We're the shelter team, and we were paired with Lucky and Louie. So now this is where we really have to kick in and get everything set up. It's already kind of dark. We got to figure out how to hang these things.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't get above, like right about here, so somebody can just lay somebody else in or help them in.
Fire team, let's get moving on the fire.
Pull on this. Good job, girls. This is gonna be bad.
Oh, we still have the girl over there. Look back here. Look back here. Look back here.
This is about to break.
This still needs oxygen, you guys.
Hope and pray my dry bag work.
Oh my God. Yeah, in the dry bag that I rolled over 6 times.
Misha, do you want to wear my shirt?
Yeah.
Because I've got my fleece.
When I opened my bag and saw that all my clothes were wet, it was too much for me, I guess.
You want something dry? Want dry? She just said no and kind of shrugged me off.
I think if you're gonna have a bad attitude and push everyone away from you,
you're not gonna last long.
No.
I'm more emotional. I wear my heart on my sleeve. People know when I'm upset. I've been that way my whole life, and it's not something I plan on changing out here.
Okay, guys, come and gather around. I've been watching throughout the day, and the reason people get in trouble in the wild is they go into these places with no awareness. They don't respect where they are. They underestimate the terrain, the cold, the fatigue, the hunger.
You have no awareness. 2 people almost drowned. 1 person got hurt in the waterfalls. And I told you this morning, you're coming somewhere wet.
You don't waterproof your kit. Wet sleeping bags hanging up.
Fish roe for supper, to go with your grub worms.
Fish what?
Roe.
Eggs.
Fish roe, which I guess is like fish eggs.
Well, like not even roe. It was like the sack attached to it too. It was like not cute.
Bad.
Trying to get you guys used to eating things. They might look and taste disgusting, but they can keep you alive.
Gotta up your game. Sketch map for tomorrow. Fire team.
Spencer and Alicia, Donna and Camden, you'll be leading everyone to the survival test in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Much as knowledge as he gives us, I mean, we try to embrace it and and do it.
The reality is him being harder on us probably pushes us to work harder.
That's right.
Can you just swallow it?
You can.
It's big.
Making camp and a need of wood to keep you warm for the night. Gather what you think you need, then double it. You'll burn through it faster than you think. And that's my survival tip of the week, brought to you by Walmart, supplier of all your outdoor needs.
Holy cow.
That was disgusting.
Bear came at this canteen of fish roe. It looked like a bladder. Yeah. Gross.
Thing was boiling. They were like really long and slimy and raw.
No! Oh! Oh my God!
You kiss me?
Yeah. Disgusting.
French kiss?
So gross.
Wilson's the one that said he's a sea captain and he can swim.
There are multiple times his ego has gotten in the way, and that's when it becomes dangerous.
I think it's Alicia. If we're just judging on this journey, I feel like personally I would rather carry someone's bag than deal with Alicia's contagious negative attitude. Everyone is cold and tired and wet. She cried last night because her clothes were wet. Everyone's clothes are wet. Like, all she's doing is just bringing people down.
So we need to go southwest.
I'll bring up the rear.
Let's go, dudes.
Who's ready for an adventure?
Okay, drop your packs down, grab a seat. Time for some more BG survival training. All right, and the person who wins the survival test is gonna get to jump into the feast pit. Walmart's provided a top-of-the-line feast, including some choice premium beef steaks. They're also gonna be safe in the next elimination. But from what I saw yesterday, every single one of you is in danger of going home. Consider this a fight for your survival. Got it? Yesterday's journey started with a swim to shore. This time you've got to get offshore safely. Sometimes in a survival situation, it's too far to swim. That's why you're going to use one of these, a backsha boat. Take a good look at it. The first thing you're going to do is take manuka branches and pack them tightly in the frame to form a donut. Next, secure your branches, place the manuka donut in your tarp, then put the wooden base on top of it and secure. Last, make your driftwood paddles to get you offshore. On my go, what you're going to do is go to your stations. When I give you the all clear, you're going to use all the natural materials you got around you here. I've already set up a wooden frame to help you. Make your backsha boat. When you're happy with it, launch it. The first team past my boat wins the test. Let's go to the stations.
People are more and more hungry to win that survival test and get to the feast pit. It's gonna just feed people's morale and feed people's energy, and I know I need some serious food, and I know Leash needs some serious food.
On this one, you need to show me what you got. You ready? Hit it!
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hurry, come on.
Move. Push it down, really, really, really compacted.
You got plenty of Manuka?
We need more Manuka after we wrap this. Here, let me get more.
I'm gonna start making a paddle if you can handle this.
All right.
A raft that can't float is an anchor.
Let's pull that up.
Robin and Wilson, they're into the top.
We really need to win the survival test to show the skill set that we have, that we can do things fast and efficiently. And we also need to win it because we need to stay safe from elimination.
Remember to lace the boards together.
I've had a lot of rafts that I've made that haven't floated. Spend the time, get it right.
All right, let's go in the center as best you can.
Here you go, Kyle. You got this. Come on, let's go.
Lucky and Louie, they're on the move.
Somebody's in the water, Robin. Let's go.
Lucky and Louie, it's sink or swim time. It looks like you're sinking.
Kidding me?
Jump on it, jump on it. And cross it. Get wrong.
Austin and Jim, you're in the water.
Hey, keep a good pace.
And you are floating.
Get up, pal. That's not gonna work.
Carl and Royce, come on, guys.
Here we
This
go.
is your chance to shine.
Stroke. Stroke. Together. Stroke. This is ours, Dad. This is ours. Stroke. Let's get it.
Look out, Jim and Austin. Carl and Royce are right on your tail.
One more. Let's go. Watch out, watch out. Flat. Go, we're flooding. Oh, we're flooding.
Jim and Austin, second off the beach. But they're just sunk.
Yes, they're sunk, Dave. They're sunk.
There's two people in the water, so we gotta move a little bit fast.
Keep the water out of the boat. That's how it sinks.
All right, we still got time, buddy. We still got time.
No.
Yep, well, they're all sinking now.
We're sinking. We're done.
Come on, don't stop. Do not stop. A couple other teams got in the water, but then they saw them all sinking. It seemed a lot like the Titanic.
Where do you want me to sit?
Yeah, just anywhere. Just get in there. Let's go.
Robin and Wilson just launching. And I can tell you from looking at that raft is never going to hold them.
See if it'll float. Come on. Oh, we got all water.
Yeah, we gotta go back.
Slow and steady, okay?
Alicia and Spencer in the water. Let's see how that fares.
Food.
We got the thing magically in the water and
We're like, okay, now we know it floats. Paddle!
Alicia and Spencer, now this is theirs to win. And they so want that feast pit.
All right, this is it. That's what we're made of, baby.
Chris and Jeff, Mark II on the raft. But they have a lot of ground to make up.
Come on, we're the only ones not in the water. Let's go.
Go.
They're coming fast.
Spencer and Alicia, you're almost there. This is now a flat-out race between Chris and Jeff, Alicia and Spencer.
Keep on stroking, baby. Don't stop.
Coming up, the first one past my boat wins. It's amazing what you can achieve when everything is on the line. You get to jump into that feast pit, and later, it's one of the biggest mistakes you make in the wild. You wouldn't get out alive. Alicia and Spencer might have it. Chris and Jeff better hurry if they want to win this.
They're coming really fast.
Chris and Jeff, they are powering ahead. This is now a flat-out race between Chris and Jeff, Alicia and Spencer.
Food.
The first one past my boat wins.
You go.
Chris and Jeff just blew past Alicia and Spencer. Chris and Jeff, you've made it past my boat. You've won the survival test.
Get down!
that feast pit, and you're safe from the next elimination.
For that one coming from behind, it felt amazing. But I'm so freaking excited for food, I can't even put into words. I
could cry. I think I'm going to be crying while I'm eating. I'm gonna be so happy.
I never felt so proud right now. That was hard.
I'm not gonna cheer for him. I'm not gonna be like, woo, sweet. You get to eat steak and I'm gonna go eat beans.
Chris and Jeff, it's amazing what you can achieve when everything is on the line. Good job, you're safe from the next elimination. You get that chance to jump into that feast pit. Every week that feast pit gets better. Got loads of cool goodies in there. The rest of you guys, beans, rice. So I'm gonna see you guys back in my camp. One more team's going home.
Are you giving us a ride back?
No.
May the drying process begin.
I know we're in.
The feelings that we had inside were too many to even describe, but hunger was definitely on the top of them.
We didn't even talk to each other. We just wanted to eat.
Yeah, seriously.
The steaks are amazing, man. Walmart steaks are melting in my mouth right now.
How is it?
It's amazing.
Jeff just picked up the whole thing. It looks like whatever they're eating with their hands. Oh, he's got corn on the cob. Chris has corn on the cob. It's delicious. It's buttered and salted already. Yeah, I can't look at it anymore. I hate it.
P&G. Open treasure. Yeah, shampoo.
By Aussie? I use Aussie at home.
Being able to eat absolutely provides all kinds of energy, but also being able to kind of clean up, and that alone is worth it.
Does it smell good?
Oh, it
smells. When was the last time you shampooed your hair with a dude inside the toe with you?
You are sick.
After having this feast pit, I would say we're ready to win every survival test from here on out.
Who do you think's going home?
It's Robin and Wilson again for like the third time in a row.
Yeah. They would have drowned if he wasn't there.
Right.
I didn't know they were that far behind until Bear was in the water helping them.
Right. Going into Bear's camp tonight, honestly, I'm nervous because Bear was super frustrated with us, and the fact that Ryan and I almost had 2 people drown, I mean, Bear should have never had to jump in.
I fully anticipate being on the hot seat, and I think we deserve it. If we're out here trying to survive that situation, we've put ourselves in jeopardy, and for anyone else who would have had to come out to get us, would have put them in jeopardy as well.
We'll just have to hear what Bear has to say of who he believes would not make it out alive. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear that tonight.
Do you think he's serious when he says everyone's in trouble?
I don't know. I guess there could be an aspect to that, but
I mean, the food team wasn't like super strong, so I'm like a little worried.
I don't think anybody's safe at this point in time. You gotta sleep with one eye open because everybody's gunning for everybody.
All right, let's start packing.
Coming up, every single one of you got complacent. You left a man behind. Massive consequences could have come from that.
The attitude coming from Billy Chick was just unbearable.
She's getting ganged up on right now, and it's not cool with me.
Never underestimate the wild. The journey is beating you. Packs down, grab a log. Chris and Jeff, you won the survival test. You guys are safe from elimination tonight. No one else here, though, is safe. As far as I'm concerned, Journey 3, every single one of you got complacent. And it almost cost a man his life. Now, I know you're weighed down by a lot of gear. I know that water is cold, and I know how easy it is to panic in there. Wilson, the bottom line is, if somebody hadn't helped you, you could well still be out there.
Whatever I needed to do, I couldn't really get it going, and that's just what it was. But definitely a huge serving of humble pie.
I don't fault anybody but myself and ourselves for what happened out there.
But you know what? You were on the obstacle team. You should have been in control of the situation, but you weren't.
Never underestimate the wild again. Ryan, what's your take?
Even if Madeline and I couldn't have got them to shore, we should have at least stayed with them and let them know that it was going to be okay.
I was also thinking, you know, Wilson's a better swimmer, so I wasn't really worried about him as much. Since they were on the obstacle team, though, we weren't thinking like we should have.
You left a man behind. It's one of the biggest mistakes you make in the wild. Massive consequences could have come from that. Now, if I'm hard on you guys, it's for your own safety and it's for your own growth.
There's a fine line between cheerfulness in adversity and carelessness. What I saw was carelessness.
I heard a lot of whooping and hollering. What happened in that canyon? Jeff?
I think there was a lot of commotion because the water was so cold. People wanted to get in and out as soon as possible. It was the third pool that I was going down that I ended up jumping in and landing on a rock. Hurt my knee that was already giving me some pain.
Ryan, you were leading that?
That's correct.
And was it clear again? Jump here, packs here, jump there?
I gave the same instructions to every single person that came through that station.
You know, the obstacle team was telling me where to jump, but not where there may have been any obstacles.
We then hit the food. Okay, I left a pretty clear machete in a load of logs with a load of great protein in there for you. Who ate the most grubs? Alicia?
I had 3.
That give you unbounding energy.
It was full.
You know, we've had this for a while now. I need you eating because it affects everything. Look at what happened in that survival test. You should have won that. And it's like you just ran out of steam. If I was struggling for energy at this stage, I would be stuffing myself with those grubs. They taste horrible, but I wake up in the morning and I'm full of energy because I've had like enough calories for a whole man for a day. And then the next day I'm fired up. One of the things I've said on this whole thing is that I'm after the person who's mentally strong, who's got that survival spirit, that survival mentality. Jim, who's got the best attitude here?
I think Kyle has an excellent attitude.
Why?
He's just always cheerful, helpful, courteous. Sounds a lot like a scout.
Who's got the worst attitude?
I think Alicia was having a tough time yesterday.
I felt, whether it was energy or whatever, all day long, I felt the attitude coming from Alicia was just unbearable for me. Like, I was just kind of getting a bad vibe all day.
I'm not
and
sure
then
where the attitude thing came
but you
from
knew
because I didn't see any attitude, and maybe anybody else can chime in. Did they see attitude?
The fact of the matter is, I think quite a few people were put off by Alicia's attitude the whole journey. At one point, Alicia was crying because her things were wet.
Yeah, I was.
And when I
was
tried to
upset.
console her, she shrugged me off. So at the end of the day, I mean, I don't understand where the attitude's coming from.
But why give him a snide comment if he's trying to help?
You know what? She's getting ganged up on right now, and it's not cool with me because she is the slightest son of a bitch out here, and she busts ass. And she
Okay,
didn't...
but hold on. Alicia, is it a fair assessment on this last journey, what Louis and Royce are saying, is that the attitude was kind of hard?
I'm gonna cry now, and now I'm known for the girl that just has a bad attitude and cries. That's so not fair. I don't understand how I have a bad attitude. I've never heard that.
This is hard, you know, because I do have to base a lot of this on if my plane goes down and I've got one team alongside me, who would I want that team to be? Alicia and Spencer. The journey is beating you. It's draining you. And from this conversation, part of your attitude is draining others as well. Ryan and Madeline, I do have an issue with leaving a man behind. That trait would make me nervous of having you alongside me. Robin and Wilson, I have a major problem. I said at the start of this journey, don't be a liability. You almost became a liability permanently. The wild is always revealing, and the lesson is, to survive, you've got to, all of you, dig so deep. And when you think you can't dig anymore, dig deeper until you get out alive. Alicia and Spencer, cheerfulness in adversity is a key trait. You're out of it. You wouldn't get out alive. I'm sorry. Come and hand in your knives. Hope lessons learned. You're an incredible person, and you've come here and you've done some real soul searching, and you should be proud.
Some people obviously had some issues with us.
With me, honey, they never said you. Of course it stings. No one ever wants to be told that they have the worst attitude of the bunch. I'm gonna take this experience, learn from it. We both grew.
It's a complete positive. We got to hang out with arguably one of the most badass guys on the planet, Grylls, and we got to learn a whole new skill set. Even though we didn't make it as far as we'd like to, we go home a stronger couple. I'm still madly in love with her. I plan on marrying her and making a rad life together.
Good job.
Thanks. Good luck, guys.
Nice meeting you, Spencer.
Take care, you guys.
Robin and Wilson, you have your faith. Faith can give you the strength of 10 men. You guys know the qualities I'm after now. Learn where others stumble. You're another rung up this ladder. Good job, you should be proud. Dawn tomorrow, there are rotors, and they're turning, and they're burning, and this journey is gonna be a whopper. Head back to your camp, guys. We'll see you in the morning.
Next Monday.
It's a new day, and this journey is going to be a tough one. 2 words, water and fall.
As the team set out on their toughest challenge yet.
I'm terrified of heights. Don't fall off.
Will the mountains bring them together?
You rock!
I had a moment.
Or will the journey
I can't.
We got trouble at the rear.
tear them apart.
I'm not gonna put up with that. I'm gonna push you down this mountain.
NBC's Get Out Alive is all new next Monday.